Over 32 ounces of silver has been sold at the shop today. We sold over 15 ounces of gold today. Things are cranking, my friends. Things are cranking. We're going to let you know what's going on. We had to place another order. Hopefully, we got it in time for Monday's delivery. If not, we won't get it until Friday. Next Friday, I should say. Help me out with the thumbs up. That helps get the videos out to more and more people. Come join this channel. This is your home team for Stop the Melt campaign. This is the team right here. Let's keep building the team up, my friends. We talk about Stop the Melt as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the donations ahead of time. Let's get into the video right now. 3,200 ounces of silver. We're currently at 4:30 in the East Coast. We're still open for another half an hour. So I will give you an update probably tomorrow of what the total number was in silver. We are out of, surprisingly, Canadian maple leafs. We had 2 monster boxes. There's 1,000 of your ounces right there. Those sold. Right out the door. They're gone. Hopefully, we can get more in on Monday. Hopefully the order can go through before that. I ordered another 4 monster boxes of Canadian maple leafs. Don't know what the rush was on those today, but that's what people seemed to they wanted. They also wanted 1 ounce silver bars today. My friends, check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for your 1 ounce various mint silver bars. They have them in stock. It's not a bad price over the spot of silver right now. Get them while they're cheap. Don't wait for $50 silver here. Don't wait for $55 silver here. Don't be seen on the sidelines. Get it now. We've seen a little bit of a pullback today. This afternoon. We almost touched $47 silver today in the futures market. A little bit of a pullback. We will see what happens on Sunday night. Okay, I expected a little bit of a pullback next week, early next week. Don't be surprised if we don't dip $1 next week before we start moving back up. Don't use this as any financial advice. I don't know that to be true or not. All right, that's what I'm expecting. What I expect and what happens is 2 different things. Keep that in mind, my friends. People are, I have to say it, people are in the panic mode. I'm urging my viewers, don't panic. You gotta cost average your stacks. You know, for the people who sat on the sidelines, they're rushing in now. They're rushing in. And I've heard many times today, should have bought it, should have bought it, should have bought it when it was cheaper. Or they sat on the sidelines too long. You know, you sat on the sidelines too long. I'm still purchasing today. That 10 ounce silver bar I just bought. I've only made cash on it if I wanted to sell it, my friends. I'm only in the profit zone on that one. It's a 10 ounce Jersey mint bar. You see 6 of the 5 ounce bars here. I don't know why I love these bars so much. I don't know why. You know, I've never seen them come in the shop. I can't say never. Once or twice they come in the shop, I've seen, and they go like hotcakes. All right? 5 ounce silver bars is another hotcake item right now. Those are also moving out the door. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks, my friends. They got the 10 ounce Frontier Mint silver bar. It's a beautiful bar for the price. They got the Sunshine Mint 5 ounce silver bars. If you can afford at least 10 of them, grab 10 of them. You're going to save yourself a little bit of cash. I know, it's 50 ounces of silver. How can you save? I'm telling you. Stack as you can. You know, don't go buy what we're selling at the shop. Don't go buy what another channel's selling at their shop. Whatever the case may be. We're in weird times right now. the market is going to start taking off more and more, in my opinion. But I still think we're going to see that little bit of a dip come Monday and Tuesday. Again, do not take this as financial advice. This is not telling you to wait to Monday and Tuesday and start buying Wednesday. That's not what I am saying here. Who cares if it dips a little bit on Monday and Tuesday if you bought over the weekend? Is it really going to matter that much? Is it really going to matter that much when silver goes to $50, $60, $80, $100 silver? Michael Arvler. Can't say his last name. I apologize. Michael Arvler might be right on point where silver's going to be that $100 an ounce in the first quarter of 2026. This guy's been right on the beaten path. This guy knows his stuff. Do I always believe what he says? Well, no. You can't always go on with one person. Okay? You can't always go with one person's opinion. I watch him. I watch Andy Sheckman. I watch a few other YouTubers. What I do, I take all the opinions and I make my own chart on a piece of paper where I believe silver is going to end up at. Nobody was calling back in May like I was. Watch out for September. Watch out for September. Well, we're at the end of September. I've proven my point. Nobody's telling you the truth about a silver squeeze. They don't work, my friends. Remember back in March, for the ones that been around, I said, watch out for the silver squeeze in March. And the very next day, silver tumbled. The day after, March 31st. I gotta repeat that because we keep getting new people on here every single day. I thank you for subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed, come join us. But I thank you. I warned about that. We've seen what happened. I said, don't get caught up in that silver squeeze. They don't work. What happens the next day? It drops. That was my prediction back then. Way before it. When I heard about the silver squeeze. I said, don't jump into it right now. People did jump into it. They could have saved them $1.50 an ounce. I'm not saying silver's going to dip that much here, Monday and Tuesday. So don't get caught up on this one. We're in not normal times. People got used to the Friday monkey hammer day. Well, for the past several weeks, now we have been seeing silver ticking up on every single Friday. Don't get used to that, my friends. Don't get used to nothing right now. I gotta put that as a warning. Don't get used to something, a new pattern starting to break out. Remember, last year, we see the overseas market build silver up. New York opens up. Before even New York really opens up at 8:30, we see it monkey hammer back down. We saw that every single day. Overseas, Shanghai bring it back up. Germany brings it up. England brings it up. Comes to the New York market. Yeah. Dips right back down. We've seen that pattern for a long time. We're not seeing that pattern no more. We're not seeing that big dip every single morning. Some mornings, yes. Okay, some mornings, yes. Don't get caught up if you buy silver like right now and Sunday night comes around, silver takes a 50-cent dip. Don't panic. Okay, just don't panic. It's going to come back. You have not lost anything with fiat currency. You're not selling it, right? We got to get the dollar out of our heads, my friends. This is going away. Eventually, we know prices are going up and up and up. To more and more and more. Everything's getting more and more expensive. Silver is just finally doing its job. Silver should be a lot higher. Should be a lot higher right now. So take advantage of these cheap prices because we're going to look up one day And it could be very, very soon. I don't have a crystal ball. It could be very soon. We could be at $60 silver, and somebody's going to come into the shop, or someone will probably say it in the comments section, I should have bought it when it was 46 and change. This is why we cost average. This is why we cost average our stacks. Yes, it's getting fearful for some. Not trying to draw fear here. I look back at my own stack. I know what I paid for some of this stuff. On memory. Looking at different stuff I paid for on eBay in the past. Looking at different receipts I paid for items in the past. Whether it was at the the coin shop that I work for. Online dealer. eBay. Wherever. I'm looking back. I'm like, I've done good. Yeah, because I've cost average. Some people come into this market, and don't be one of those people, please. Listen to this one, my friends. Don't be the one that comes in with $10,000 and dumps it all at one time. Especially if that's your first purchase. Don't do that. Take half of it. Take half of it. Spend $5,000. Wait a day or two. You might catch a little bit of a dip. Yeah, then you might pay a little bit more too. Those are the chances you're going to take. But don't do that to yourself. And you got to understand the market. And some people who come in this market with silver and gold believe they're going to get rich. They're thinking dollar terms. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking dollar terms. Get out of the dollar term thinking. This is going away. That's going away. And what are you going to do when that's gone? It's going to be peer-to-peer trading, my friends. When World War III breaks out, you really think there's going to be stuff on your supermarket shelves? You really think there's going to be stuff at Walmart to grab? You really think if something you want for Christmas now, I highly recommend getting it now? Never mind waiting for a Black Friday deal. You know, think about that. Think about what's really going on. We're seeing prices go up and up and up and up. You really think Black Friday is going to be that good of a deal on stuff? I tell you what, I worked at Sears. And they play a little trickery with the Black Friday deals on some stuff. They call it a Black Friday deal. Start checking your prices now if you don't believe me. Start checking your prices now at Walmart, at Target. Take screenshots if you need to. If you're in these stores, take a screenshot of the price. If something you're going to buy for Christmas. And trust me, when Black Friday comes around, they might call it a Black Friday deal. The price could have gone up $10 before Black Friday and bring it back to the original price and call it a Black Friday deal. If you don't believe me, try it. Try it. Because that's what's coming, my friends. Grab deals now. There's always deals all year long. Okay, people make big deal about the holiday season. Oh, we're going to go buy gifts for this person. Go buy gifts for that person. Yada, yada, yada. It's gone too commercial. People forgot what the true meaning of Christmas really is. But that's besides the point. Okay, that's besides the point. Why not give them some silver or some gold for Christmas? Some people, gold's too far to reach. Start the kids. Start this year as a tradition with your families. Get the kids a Christmas round. That's what you should be getting. Christmas round. Get a bag of wheat pennies. Have the kids go through them at Christmas time. Or on a snowy day. Get them active in coin collecting. And stacking. If they seem to have an interest, then you can say, look, explain silver to them, explain gold to them. You can do this at a young age with a lot of kids. You can do this at a very young age. Silver and gold, we know, is our real money. Once it's gone out there from the shelves, it's gone. Especially with our 90% silver, my friends. We gotta stop the friggin' melt. Yes, I said friggin', I'm gonna say it again. We gotta stop the friggin' melt. You know, there's no need for any coin shop, pawn shop, to melt down our history. Melt down real money. These videos are getting, but they gloat about it. Do they actually understand that this is not money? Do they actually understand it? Did they actually get an education? Do they understand history? Do they understand that silver and gold has been money for 5,000 flipping years? I don't get it. If you cannot afford, you or I, if you or I cannot afford to buy something, guess what? We don't buy it. So why are they taking people's silver, gold, platinum, and sending it off to the smelters? And some people say, oh, we're not melting down 999 silver. Some people say we're not melting down gold. You admitted it before, right? They're trying to change our language. They're trying to make it sound better. They're not smelting stuff down. They're melting down everything, my friends. Okay, they're smelting down everything. Because all they care about is this. And it's shameful. They're melting down our money. For what? You know where the silver's going, my friends? It's going to the military. What does that mean? I'll let you figure that one out. You know where it's going, then. If it's going to the military, then you know where it's going, then. Okay? You know where it's going. Someone made a comment, which I disagree with. I'm not going to call the guy's name out. His comment says, I'm wrong. The government cannot buy silver or gold more than spot. Well, that is true for the U.S. Mint. Okay, that is true for the U.S. Mint. That's not true for the federal government. Okay, that's not true for the federal government. That's true for the U.S. Mint. So you're wrong, my friend, for putting that comment in there. Because this government, we're in the United States of America. This government spends, and all governments, not just this administration, all administrations spend way more than is really need to be spent. It's called contracts, my friends. They work on their federal billing. They spend millions more than they have to. Okay, millions more than they have to. And how do I know this? Well, I work for the Navy Exchange in Brunswick, Maine. For the ones that been to the Brunswick Naval Air Station back in the day, maybe you worked there. Maybe you gone by there. Maybe you live up that way. When I worked there, they did the whole base over again. Well, not the whole base, but they did where I worked, at the Mini Mart. The retail store. They revamped it all. Put new flooring down. Put new shelves in. Hundreds of thousands of dollars spent. 3 years later, that base got shut down. That base shut down. New bathrooms. Fixtures. Meaning toilets, sinks. At that time, $2,500 for a toilet? Are you out of your mind? But this is where your tax dollars are going. This is where your tax is wasteful spending. Just because these contractors can bid it up, all the government will pay, we just charge them an arm and a leg. It's the people who sign these contract orders, no. Just gotta say no, stop the madness. But all that money was spent for nothing. There was nothing really wrong with that mini mart where I worked at. It was a little run down, but didn't really need new shelves. Didn't really need new floors. Maybe some new coolers from Pepsi and Coca-Cola, but that Coca-Cola and Pepsi paid for those. Really, a whole paint job in the warehouse floor wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. But that cost, I can't remember what that cost, but that was a lot of money too. You don't think the government's not going to buy silver at any price? The government will buy anything they need to get what they need. That is true. So expect silver, copper to go flying now. Expect that, my friends. It's on that metals list, the strategic metals list. This is good for silver. This is good for gold. This is good for platinum. This is good for copper. This is good for the metals. What's bad, we're going to see inflation, which in return, it's good for metals as well. But the average person does not own even an ounce of silver to their names. What are those people going to do? And you think, and you wonder why I make fun back at people when they've been on us. I'm going to back up the truck at $17. I'm going to back up the truck at $25. You know, at one point you get sick of hearing it. All right, you get sick of hearing it. Oh, silver and gold, they're going to fall. They're going to go back to $12. You get weird looks from family members. You get weird looks from friends. You get weird looks from another spouse. Meaning husband, wife comes in. And I love it when it's this way. The husband gets all mad. The wife knows what she's doing. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. Because I've seen some almost fights break out in a coin shop where the wife knows exactly what she's doing. And the husband is like, I don't want this. This ain't nothing for me. You know, it don't matter if you're a female, male, white, black, brown, whatever nationality that you are, wherever you came from. This is money, my friends. This is money. So is gold. So is gold. We're all going to need it. Show people this video. Share this video out this weekend. Let's wake up more people. Let's wake people up. Let's show them how much silver and gold gone up since the beginning of this year. I'll be back tomorrow, my friends, with your 59th Market Watch report. Yes, 59 weeks in a row. We'll be doing that tomorrow morning. You're going to be surprised what your 90% silver coins have a silver value for. Let's stop the melt. You're going to be shocked tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. Help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you share the video out. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. You're never going to have a membership on this channel. Come join the team. Your team. Stop the melt team. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you tomorrow.